Mr. Murphy, this won't take long, will it? I have an extremely full docket.
Well, we are back. Remember, we need to talk to Mr. Sternwood. Lightbody got us a interview investigation meeting. That's the word. A meeting with the man. And last episode, Chelsea was telling us about the first time she met Tex. She punched him in the face, and she wants more of the story of his first case, how he started out being the man that we know and love him to be. So let's talk to Mr. Sternwood.
Well, I suppose just this one time we can forego the background check and hobby questionnaire.
So, what can I do for you?
Oh, hey, he's oof. Well, let's get right to the point.
Okay, well, that's enough small talk. Now, did you or did you not have anything to do with the murder of Carl Linksy?
It's my understanding Carl's death has been ruled a suicide. I don't know what else to tell you. Is there anything else?
Suicide. Let's loosen him up.
Well, what's it like to be director of North Hill? Bet you got some horror stories to tell, huh?
I feel fortunate to hold this position, in light of our ranking as one of the world's finest medical facilities.
Yeah, what was his work?
So can you tell me what Carl Linksy did around here, using words I can understand?
When he was younger, he was one of the very best neurosurgeons. Do you know what that means? For the past few years, he worked mostly in research. Now, I don't mean to be unaccommodating, Mr. Murphy, but I really do have urgent matters to attend to.
Look, sorry, can I just have a couple of minutes?
Oh, so we do get to ask him about literally everything that he probably won't care about for the most part. But let's start from the top and work our way down.
Carl worked here for 26 years. Over the past few years, his age forced him to give up surgery in favor of research. We were friends, though not extremely close. I was sorry to learn of his premature death.
Yeah, you sound like it.
I can't give you any details regarding that.
No, okay.
The name is unfamiliar.
So now we have to go through the entire list, figuring out if he knows. Yeah, do you know her?
I don't know who that is.
Do you know what this is?
I've never heard of it.
What about this one?
Miss Peck works for Capricorn. While I respect her professionalism and the ideas of the organization for which she works, I don't look back on our brief association with any fondness.
Capricorn, eh? So she's an astrologist. There's the person who, like, gives the fortune cookies in the newspaper.
Carl worked here for 26
Didn't mean
years.
to hit that one again.
Over the past few...
Okay.
About a year ago, Capricorn came to us, to Carl Linksy specifically, with allegations of unethical research practices. The charges were completely without merit. But Carl decided to take a voluntary leave of absence, and Capricorn decided to not pursue the investigation. I assure you, Mr. Murphy, I had no part in the death of Carl Linksy.
I have to accuse everybody just to gauge their reaction. Like, it's like, hey, mailman, did you kill Carl Linksy? It's like, yeah, I killed him. It's like, wait, what?
I can't give you any details regarding that.
Oh, yeah, that was the same thing twice. My bad.
I consider it an honor to work here in light of the clinic's well-deserved reputation. Until Ms. Lightbody contacted me, I was unaware that Carl had made North Hill a beneficiary in his will.
Wait, what?
Warner worked for us as an intern. He was fired as a result of his unprofessional behavior. I have no idea where he is now.
He's probably dead.
I believe she was Carl's fiancée, as well as the executor of his will. I didn't know her prior to Carl's death.
Well, you're not really good friends if you don't know anything about the man.
I've been known to play chess on occasion, in those rare moments when I have time for leisure. That company supplies us with many technologically advanced medications, including what you might call anti-aging drugs. They're very much on the cutting edge in their field.
Make me younger!
Carl gave me no indication of being suicidal. Of course, I hadn't seen him in over 2 months. That young woman is trouble. I won't burden you with details. Suffice it to say that she has a way with older men and knows how to get what she wants.
Man, she, downs nearly 3/4 of vodka and then started to come over. Then he goes, I hate you. Go away. My life sucks.
I've never heard of it. I don't want to seem rude, but I really do have many pressing engagements. Let's stick to business, shall we?
Just the facts. Was that everything? Yep, we're done here. Oh, we can go to Capricorn now. I guess we can go ahead and go there. May as well. Don't got anything else better to do, I guess.
I dealt with Capricorn in one of my later cases, but this was the first time in the Capricorn building. The exterior was impressive, but what I saw inside was dynamite.
Some woman, I'd guess. Well, from your choice of metaphors, I don't think I'm going to like this part of the story very much.
Want a pack? How may I help you, Mr. Murphy?
Well, hello. How are you? Wow. Let's stick with the old tried and true.
I'm interested in what you people do here at Capricorn. I'm a Pisces, by the way.
We're a private organization that infiltrates and exploits any group whose intent is to infringe on civil liberties. I'm a Leo, by the way.
Hey, me too. We're meant to be. Marry me.
So, will ya marry me? I'm being deadly serious here.
I'm sorry, but I'm married to my work. But I'll take your offer as a compliment.
Score. Don't give up just yet. May as well watch him get floored.
Could I at least take you out? I know this nice little bowling alley serves the best cheese fries in town.
Why don't you just tell me the reason for your visit?
Okay. Yeah. I guess.
I'd like you to tell me everything you know about Carl Linksy. I'm investigating his suicide.
I read about Linsky's death. I was sad about it. But why do you want to talk to me? Take a seat.
Frankly, leads in this case have been harder to find than a good Pauly Shore movie.
I get the feeling you're not convinced that Linsky's death was a suicide. If that's the case, I would be happy to help you in your investigation.
Well, that is the case, ma'am. So now I need to ask you a bajillion questions that I've been asking everybody else. Let's go questions.
About a year ago, we were told that Mr. Linsky was conducting unethical practices on comatose and terminally ill patients at North Hill Clinic. I looked into the matter but was unable to prove anything. Mr. Linksy voluntarily took a leave of absence saying he had other projects to pursue, so we decided to drop the investigation.
No, so that wasn't a friendly thing.
Capricorn's primary mission is to identify, then infiltrate organizations suspected of practicing extreme discrimination. These include everything from UFO cults to hate groups to unethical research scientists.
Well, I mean... Oh. People know about you guys? You guys aren't like super stealth or anything. Do you just like walk up and you're like, I'm from Capricorn. I'm here to investigate you.
I don't have any information on that.
I'm guessing not.
Haven't heard of him.
So you haven't heard of Fletcher. Have you heard of Rona Morgan?
Can't help you there.
Okay, so... how about the Overlord?
I keep hearing the word overlord, especially linked to the Law and Order Party. I don't know if it's a person, place, or thing, but it seems to represent a lot of power.
Now I have to start asking about Law and Order. There we go.
We're putting a lot of our resources into investigating Law and Order. Their legal people make sure they don't cross the line publicly, but their ideology is pretty frightening to anyone with any intelligence or belief in human rights.
Yeah, smart people know.
As the director of the clinic, he was understandably eager to avoid any scandal and was very helpful throughout our investigation of Karl Linksy.
Wait, so is this a government? Maybe I missed it. Is this a government thing, or is this just a thing?
I don't have any information on that.
I know you don't, but I'm ticking off the boxes.
As you probably know, the clinic has an outstanding reputation. We were surprised when the allegations against Karl Linksy came up.
But you didn't find anything.
I haven't the faintest idea what that is. Never heard that name before?
Well, that's okay. Right.
Can't help you there.
Pretty sure we've gotten everything we can out of her.
Never heard that name before?
You've never heard the name of his daughter?
I play occasionally, but I like my sports a little more physical.
Ha!
Can't help you there.
Alright, you got something snide to say about me?
I would prefer to keep our relationship strictly professional if you don't mind, but perhaps we can help each other out.
Alright, so that's everything we can get from her. But we did learn about the Law and Order Party, which means we should probably go back to Texas office and look that one up. Get some information on that.
What topic would you like us to research?
Oh, and Capricorn, so Law
A
and
search
Order.
for information on Law and Order Party has been initiated. What other topic would you like us to research?
Capricorn.
A search for information on Capricorn has been initiated. What other topic would you like us to research?
I think that's everything, right? Yeah, don't need to worry about that.
Thank you for using the American Information Database. Goodbye.
And we have a fax.
You have a fax.
See, there we go. We have a fax. All right, so we have the two things. Let's see what Capricorn is. Civilian agency for the protection of rights of individuals and the creation of order, reason, and neutrality. Established in 2005. In New York, satellite offices located in 44 cities. Privately owned and funded organization. So, okay, so it works with the government, but it's a privately funded thing. Got you. So they're technically not a part of the government. The government just works with them with what they do. That makes sense. Organized in 2032 to oppose illegal immigration, rising crime rates, and a perceived ineffectiveness of the American criminal justice system. Last year's elections resulted in 27 victories for the Law and Order Party, and all the municipal level. Still a political minority. Law and Order is yet to win a state seat, but are gaining public support according to exit polls. Okay. So, I think we should probably head back to Dolores and see what she has to say.
You certainly are a persistent rogue, aren't you? What can I do for you this time?
Just answer a couple of questions.
That was Carl's way of making amends to Sylvia. And I'm sure it's the only reason Sylvia has you investigating her father's death.
It's because if it's not a suicide, then she does, or if it's a suicide, then she doesn't get the money. Or is it the other way? I don't know.
That's some sort of spy organization. Carl didn't think too fondly of it for some reason.
It's because they were investigating him.
Well, they're a bit too right-wing for me, but I do agree with many of their policies. Oh, and they have the most handsome and attractive gubernatorial candidate.
You gave me a lot of information. Thank you. Well, let's go ahead and before we go, let's try and see if we can talk to Sonny Fletcher. Let's go ahead and talk to Eve again.
I'm busy, Murphy. Make it quick.
Doesn't anybody have lights around here in 2037 or whatever it is? People need lights.
I haven't got any information on
I
that.
know. The box sitting there not ticked drives me crazy.
I don't meddle in politics, but I like most of what I've heard from the Law and Order Party. It's about time government did something to clean up the streets and get rid of all the illegals.
Topical.
I've heard of it, but I don't have any privileged information about it.
Well, I mean, that makes sense. Right. So the only other thing we can do is actually try and talk to Sonny Fletcher. So let's see if we can talk to him.
The address Detective Clements got from Sonny Fletcher's parole officer turned out to be a filthy, vermin-infested motel. It was a dump, and it smelled like a porta-potty at a chili cook-off.
Ugh, okay, I get the point.
Sorry. I just couldn't imagine why Carl Linksy would hire a detective who lived in a place like that.
What do you want?
Well, I need to talk to you about stuff.
Hi, yeah, I'm on a scavenger hunt. I'm looking for a spool of thread, a shoehorn, and the answer to a question. Why did Carl Linksy throw himself off the Golden Gate Bridge?
What makes you think I know Carl Linksy?
Well, seeing as you got, he hired you and all.
That's up to you, Sonny. I mean, I can invite Linsky's girlfriend and your parole officer over for a game of truth or dare. You can just humor me right now.
Let me tell you something. With that attitude of yours, I can tell that you just received your PI license, didn't you?
Ooh, let's keep things light.
Well, that's what I tell all the chicks. My name's Murphy.
All right. Come in, Murphy. I'll talk to you. Mi casa es tu casa.
Thanks.
Close the door.
Nice place.
Yeah.
My travel agent got it for me.
I'd get a new travel agent. Is this your permanent residence?
It just might be. Why?
That's just... It's like you're hiding out from bill collectors or something.
I guess you could say that. Come on! What do you want from me, huh?
I understand Carl Linksy had hired you. At least, before he died.
I had nothing to do with Carl Linksy buying the farm. Bible truth.
The Bible says the truth will set you free.
Oh.
What were you working on with Linksy?
Okay, I guess I can tell you now. It doesn't matter. He wanted me to find some people for him.
Why?
I don't know. Man gives me a list of names and I go to work, okay?
If you don't mind me saying, why would Linksy hire you? You don't look like you're in much condition to be working.
That's low. I haven't had a drink in almost 2 years! Until last week!
I guess you're pretty thirsty by then.
You're funny, man! You're so funny.
Jeez. What are you working on with Linksy?
Look, I just tracked down 2 people, all right? It was a Val Davis and a Rona Morgan. Didn't take me any time. I found out where they were. They were in the ground, and they hadn't been there too long.
Is that when you dropped the case?
Yeah, around there. Look, I prefer not to talk about this anymore, okay?
Okay.
Gracias.
If you could just give me some more information about the names on the list.
I can't remember.
Come on, don't hold out on me. You want a bribe or something? You know that's illegal.
I can't remember. Bible's truth.
Okay, I'm gonna give it to you straight. I'm working on Linsky's suicide, and I just need some information, a clue or a lead, something to keep the thing going.
Wait a minute. All right. Tell me to hang on to it, a bee's up, in case anything happened to it.
Just a bishop. Anything else?
Just a warning. You better get off this case right now. Judgment Day is looking for me, and it could look for you too. You better get out, amigo.
I'll keep your warning in mind. All right. Maybe we'll see each other around.
Yeah, maybe. Hey.
I'll shut the door.
Well, so we've got the chess piece, and he was looking for the 2 people, or a list of people. The 2 he found, the one of them was poisoned, that we know of. So we want to go back to Linsky's apartment. Where is it? Right here. Or his house.
Tex, let me apologize for last night. The things I said were 10% depression and 90% alcohol. Hopefully there's something I can do to make it up to you. If there's anything else you need, just ask.
Well, so we can start. Oh my gosh, do we have to ask? We have to ask her about all of this stuff. Oh boy. Right. So let's ask about the regular things like Dolores.
She's a hideous woman. If she weren't handling my father's will, I would have nothing to do with her.
Yeah. Speaking of the will, speaking of it,
As I said, my father's will is more trouble than it's worth. I'll admit, I could use the insurance money, but I doubt I'll ever get it.
Well, true.
So, you found the policy. Well, not that it's going to do me any good, but who knows? Maybe things will work out.
Yeah, we found it because I'm a good detective.
I don't know what that is.
The North Hill Clinic.
That's where my father worked. He was highly respected in his profession.
Well, he was also getting, investigated.
My father had some kind of run-in with them a while ago, but he didn't give me any details. I'm not really interested in politics, but I can tell you my father didn't care much for the Law and Order Party. I've never heard of her.
Well, how would you know it's a her, then? Have you ever heard of Val Kilmer? That's a man.
Doesn't sound familiar. I don't know what that is. If my father was planning on dumping Dolores, it wouldn't be a surprise. I never understood what he saw in her in the first place. My father loved chess. He used to say I'd be a good player, but I've never been interested in it.
And I think that's everything. All right, so now we're in Linksky's house, and we have the chess piece. The chess piece we need to do something. I don't know what. But we will find out, friends, next time. When we come back, we will check out the chess piece and see where it leads from there. We are slowly making our way through it. We still don't know what's going on, but we will find out. So till then, you all take care, and of course, have a good one.